Hello y'all on YouTube, this is Rob with Rob's Nerdy Knives. Today we have a very special unboxing, something that came in from Pena Knives. So let's take a look. Enrique Pena. I have an idea what this is, but I'd like to take a look with you. And today I'm opening it up with my Pena X Series Bravo, an M390 blade steel in the frag pattern. Pretty cool little knife. I do enjoy it. All right. So we have ourselves a Pena series. So let's see what it is. Some of you guys may already know, but I was pretty excited to find this. All right, let's get this open. All right, so you get your typical Pena cloth, which is always nice. A little silica packet. What do we have? Ooh, is this what I think it is? Yes, it is. All right. Trying to close this box. It's adult proof. All right. So we have ourselves an Alacran. Now you remember I had an Alacran before, but what was different, it was a dark titanium. This is bead blasted. It had a carbon fiber inlay. This is titanium, jigged titanium. And everything is a little more polished on this one. I think the clips might actually be a little bit bigger. But let's go ahead and give a look. Nice and chamfered all the way around. No lanyard hole, which I don't mind. Hidden hardware screw for the screw that goes all the way through one side here. It is not a captive pivot, but that's okay. T8s everywhere. Volcano thumb studs. It's a front flipper, or top flipper, and thumb studs. So let's go ahead and what I love is this right here. It's really made for a beautiful deployment, beautiful satin finish. M390. So I mean, we're not going to have to review this knife. We know this knife already, but the difference, what we're checking out is this jigged titanium inlay, which is really nice. And then we have the nice clip right there, titanium. This is all sand or bead blasted. And let's see how the action is on this one. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. We'll probably put skiffs in this little guy anyways, but I do like this right here. The jigged titanium inlays. I think they might be glued as well. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that they're probably glued in there. Don't think they come out. They are pretty heavy duty here, and it'll be interesting to see if they do come out. That would be cool if they did. Allow me to tune the detent on this thing a little bit. As you can see, it does have a nice cutout, little chamfering there, easy access. It is pretty much evenly cut through there. So that part works pretty well. Drops down, which is very similar to the Bravo, right? Bravo has a little chamfering there as well. It's pretty heavy of a knife as well. So is this right here. Love the dimensions on this. I love that you can choke up on this. The jimping is really nice. Love this wedge. This is sort of like a sponto, like a tanto and a spear point, or maybe a drop point, a banto. Call it a banto maybe. A drop point and a, tanto together sort of thing. Excuse me. I got a little bit of stuff from the packaging there. But I love the satin finish. It's really nice all the way across. You have lines this way, lines a little this way. It's a little dirty. I don't know if this was this used or something. There's a couple of scratches there. I'm assuming that's probably just from quality control, right? Yeah. Okay. And we had a couple of little nicks over here, I thought. No, those go clean up right up. Okay, so maybe that's just oil. All right. So that is the Pena X Series Alacran. Pretty cool little knife. So what I'm going to do, since we've already done this before, it's just a little bit different. It's bead blasted, which is nice and smoother. I like the color of this one a little bit better. And I think with that, it's probably going to end up having a little better action. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put skiffs in this. So let me go ahead and grab my tools real quick and cut it and be right back. All right, so I said it was T8. I'm pretty sure that's a T8. So let's just double check. Yep. All right, so I'll start off with, obviously, a little stubby here. I can use that, but I don't know how tight these screws are, so. All right, so I do need to use this. So this is a Skiff washer's finger bit. And so I can hold a knife like this. First I got to get the bit in there. Okay, and then I can do this. When you have a non-captive pivot, you've got to use 2 screwdrivers. This allows me just to hold it in place like that. And there you go, it comes right apart. Now, are these, yeah, so these are glued in, I think. That's a bummer. I was hoping I'd be able to maybe tune that detent a little bit. Yeah, it'd be cool if this came out. I don't think that's, I think that's glued, so I won't be able to bend that too much. Yeah, that's always a bummer. The one thing I did not wish was a little different. I was hoping with the titanium inlays it would be a little different, but c'est la vie. I believe this is the, pretty sure this is the what is it, the 3/16 pivot. Let's just double check that. Yeah, 3/16. Perfect. So I have plenty of those. I had to order some more because I used all my 5mm ones, but I do have some 3/16 ones here. All right, so I'm going to put the unsmooth side without any of the tracks for the bearings. We'll clean out this over here, make sure there's no dirt in there. Sometimes there's a little manufacturing dirt that gets in there. I wonder if I can get a little bit of room in there. Can I? What is it heading? I'm trying to see if there's any room for me to bend that at all. Don't ever recommend this unless you are comfortable doing it, but I'm going to try to see if I can get a little grip on this. Don't know if that did anything. My goal was to try to put a little torque right there to take a little bit off of here. I don't know if it did anything. We shall see. I am not super hopeful. Oh, I did drop it. Be right back. All right, I'm back. So it's always interesting to see how dirty was the knife. You usually can tell when you start cleaning these guys. You'll see a little something. Now these aren't bad. These are pretty decent. They have pretty good movement, but you can see it's like phosphor bronze metal just wrapped around caged bearings. Whereas, and I don't know if you know this about skiffs, if you look at these, when you look at these are actually full washers that have been milled out. In each one of these little spots have been milled out, and they've been radiused. So when the ball goes in there, it fits inside this little sort of circle, semicircle that's in there. So that's what's different about skiffs. Significantly less chance of getting dirt in there. So just something to think about. And I just dropped it again. All right, I'm back again. I am just tossing stuff around, aren't I? All right, so typically it does matter which side. I don't really think this matters on these two guys. So I'm going to go ahead and put like that. Put a little bit of oil in here. Let's put our little lock steel blade stop pin. Excuse me. I'll figure it out eventually, or call it the right thing. Now I'm going to put, if I don't drop it, I'm going to put this on there. Now before I do everything else, I'm going to put a little bit of heavyweight nano oil on the detent ball and the detent track. You can sort of see the detent track already wearing in just a hair. Yeah, I definitely said it. So before I put anything, before I put any Loctite on there, which I haven't done, and I didn't bring my Loctite over. If you all notice that, I forgot it. Here's my Loctite. I do like to put a little bit of that into the pivot so it doesn't travel out. But I wanted to make sure everything was centered, everything was good. See, did that change the action a little bit? It feels like it might be. Yeah, I don't know if I did much down here, but maybe I did a little bit. I don't know. Who knows? I'm not an expert. I would love to be able to tune that. Typically, I just go straight up, but here I was trying to bend it at that pivot, right? Like making it pivot right there, and then if that would I'd get enough tension there to get that bend. I don't know. I don't know if that works. I don't know if the physics are there in my favor for it. I don't know enough about the torque and the flexibility of titanium to know if that could even work. So, because I know titanium is pretty flexible. It's not necessarily as malleable as gold and silver is, but it does have some nice flexibility, which means that it retains its molecular structure. It doesn't seem to fracture when you bend it. It can withstand some strain on those molecular bonds. So there you go. A little something extra there for you if you wanted it or not. That's a freebie. You may not want it, so just keep going if you don't want to hear that. Once I'm sure I know where I want that pivot to be, all right, we'll leave it at that. All right, so pretty much this took where are my washers? In case you're curious, typical 3/16, 1/16, 11 count 0.189, 0.370, thickness 0.05 inches. So these are the Skiff washers that you would want to get. I'll try to make sure there's a link for them in the description. If not, make sure you comment if I didn't do that in case I forget, but because sometimes I record these videos way out. So yeah. All right, now I flipped it already and I was supposed to let it sit, so I might have already have it travel a little bit, so let's just double check that. No blade play. Still dropping? Yeah, still dropping. All right, so I'm going to let that sit, and we are all set. So there you go. Hey, if you found this content fun, interesting, worthwhile, informative, or just entertaining, would you please consider hitting that like button? If you've already hit that like button, would you consider hitting the subscribe button? Subscribing and liking the videos really, really helps out the channel, and I appreciate it very much. It allows the channel to grow, produce more content, do more things. You really, really help out the channel. So thank you. Thank you to you guys. If you haven't already, maybe consider hitting the subscribe button so you can also be notified of future content when it's dropped. I sure would appreciate that as well. And if you haven't already, maybe consider being a channel member. Some of you are already channel members, and I want to thank you guys. Thank you very, very much to my channel members. I surely appreciate you guys. And if you haven't already become a channel member and you're interested, maybe you're just, kind of waiting for the moment to make that commitment or be a partner, I would really appreciate it. You guys are a huge part of allowing this channel to grow, to do all the things that I'm able to do because of you guys. So thank you. And if you haven't already, maybe go check me out over on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Again, that's on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives on Instagram. Thanks so much for watching today. Have a great day and a great week. Bye.